Hi friends, today's first business standard editorial is titled Pragmatic Position, and it is talking about the Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization going to be held in the March 26 to 29. So it is the 14th Ministerial Conference of WTO, and it is going to be held in Yaoundé in Cameroon. It is gaining particular attention due to the ongoing geopolitical situation and the unilateral tariffs of the US. What is the Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization? Comprising of the trade ministers from all the member countries, the Ministerial Conference is the highest decision-making body related to trade matters. It happens every 2 years. The previous one was held in Abu Dhabi. This conference has a final say on the matters involving multilateral trade agreements, addressing global trade issues like subsidies and dispute resolution, and so on. It follows a consensus-driven decision-making process, which means that all the member countries have equal say, requiring no formal objection for approval. Everyone has to nod their approval for a meeting, for a discussion to be concluded. This approach prioritizes broad agreement over majority voting. Just a brief about World Trade Organization. It was founded on January 1, 1995, and it succeeded GATT. GATT is General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. Some of its core principles include extend trade benefits or not to extend trade benefits equally to all the countries. Once an import enters a country, it should be treated as a domestic good. Mutual concessions, transparent, published trade policies in all countries. Now, US has upended the global trade order. Ever since US President Donald Trump was elected, he has let go of the well-established trade principles and unilaterally imposed tariffs on different nations. It has blocked appointments to several WTO positions, paralyzing dispute settlements. America First policies causes big harm to multilateralism. In addition to that, the recent US-Israel-Iran war has affected the global trade, especially in oil and gas. What is the difference between multilateralism and unilateralism? In multilateralism, countries cooperate through institutions like WTO to make collective decisions on trade, requiring consensus among multiple nations for binding agreements. In unilateralism, a single country acts independently, imposing tariffs or policies without needing others' approval, prioritizing national interest over joint rules. India, on its part, while it is going to the ministerial conference, should ensure that the foundational principles of WTO, such as consensus-driven decision-making and non-discriminatory tariff treatment by trading partners, should remain strong. WTO has many problems, and it has not reformed itself even when the nature of trade around the world is changing. It is still more focused on goods trade rather than services trade. Also, the world has witnessed the rise of global value chains. What is global value chain? A value chain refers to a sequence of events that goes into the production of a good or service. From the designing stage to the moment it reaches the hands of a customer. In the global value chain, each of these activities is performed across multiple countries to bring about a product or service from conception to final consumption. Example, iPhone designed in the US, components are sourced from Asia and manufactured in China. These days, countries are doing free trade agreements with multiple countries in order to integrate themselves with the global value chain. Ideally, the World Trade Organization should be spearheading such initiatives. India and trade matters. India needs to attract foreign investments not only because it helps in high growth rate for the country, but also because with foreign capital comes the technology that can enable the country's integration into GVCs. Recently, India has opposed investment facilitation for development agreement at WTO. It was a agreement to facilitate investment by focusing on issues such as transparency, simplifying administrative process and rules, and improving regulatory capacity. If India is to attract good investment, then our administrative processes should be smooth and strong. Over the past year, India, though, has shown considerable openness to trade and signed agreements such as those with the UK, EU, and those with the US. The trade talks are ongoing. India is also considering to join the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is a trade partnership that aims to liberalize trade by eliminating over 99% tariffs. India must pursue such opportunities as exports can be a good driver for growth. In summary, India must adapt to the changing nature of the global trade, as well as it should be a major driver of reforms at the WTO. Thank you.